This is Chris Haynes. I cover the Cleveland Cavaliers for the Northeast Ohio Media Group and Cleveland Plainville. I just finished an excellent panel. It was us versus them, basically the reporters, the beat reporters, and the strained relationship with PR staffs. And it was some good things. I felt like I really let loose and put out the real of what I feel is going on and how that relationship can be repaired, how the PR staff can do a better job of facilitating interviews with the reporters, and how we can do a better job understanding where they're coming from and the agendas that they have. And I think ultimately what we wanted to get to in the panel, it lasted about an hour and a half, what we ultimately wanted to get to is that we all have a same common goal, different agendas, but in the same way, pretty similar to each other, and how we both can come together and just try to help each other out, facilitate one another, scratch your back, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. And I think that's ultimately where we were trying to get to the nuts and bolts of that conversation. I think it went pretty well.
What does a ideal PR staff look like as far as helping the media? Just give us an example of what it looks like that would be able to help you.
Well, requesting an interview. Let's go to the extreme, and obviously getting a one-on-one with LeBron that's going to be problematic. But you expect the PR staff to go and ask LeBron if he would be willing to do that, not assume and say, no, he's not doing that or whatnot. So a competent PR staff would be to go to the player or the player's representative and say, hey, this is what this reporter wants to do. Is this something we can facilitate? That's all we ask, is that when we ask for requests, that it's be looked into instead of being dismissed from the get-go. And I think Cavs or some other teams that, they go by that policy. And it's all about, nowadays, Branson, throw your shout out Branson, right, my guy. Nowadays, Branson, it's all about making the player a friendly, happy type of environment for the player, and don't want to cause any too much stress or put too much burden on them or any type of request. And I think that's baloney. I think you have a job to do, we have a job to do, and that's just one example of how I think PR staff reporters can have a better relationship.